and the discussions on Discord regarding these cards that I received on Trade Me, one was, no, not the ones I received on Trade Me, the existing ones I've got here. That bag of bloody cards you can see there. The MX 440, I think, was suggested. Evil C, I think you suggested that would be an appropriate, not entirely period appropriate, not quite, but your suggestion is that an MX 440 was a valid upgrade after, not long after these machines were around. So, without hobbling the machine too much, I've already decided that the MX 440 is going to be the way to go. Yeah. So, how are you, Mavanki? Good to see you. So the reasoning behind this, the reason I had an FX 5200 in this machine, and I've got an FX 5700 in the other machine, they're way overkill. I know that. I wanted them to be overkill so I could play bloody Need for Speed Hop Shoot nicely on a Pentium 3, right? It was, hey Cassie, how's it going? Just explaining why I've got bloody FX cards in my Pentium 3s. You know the story. I wanted to play Need for Speed Hop Shoot. I wanted to play it well. Oh yeah? Which ones do you reckon is going to get a strike? Yeah, I have played a few of these. There's I stripped a few of them out. There's a piano-y type one, which I think gets content match. So I've removed those. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, there's a couple of piano-y ones, I think. Song from Agony. Oh yeah. I think it has been removed. And there's a couple of songs I actually removed because I just found them a little bit too... Oh, do you reckon it would be mod agony.intro? Maybe I should just can that anyway. I will. Yeah. Oh, that's gone. I removed a couple because I just thought that they're sort of really thrashy, I listened to them. I think it depends on what mood you're in for some of this music, hey? Because I listened back to one of my streams a while back and I thought, oh, that music's too harsh and too in your face. So I removed some of that really harsh stuff. Yeah. If you hear anything, yeah, that really, really hard dance stuff, there's probably still a bit of that in there. But anyway, I mean, some of that hard dance stuff's actually quite good to listen to, especially, when you're watching bloody benchmarks and stuff. It's kind of, So, my thoughts are, I am going to reserve Need for Speed Hop Shoot 2 for my Pentium 4 build, which will be coming soon. No, not soon. I won't say that. One day. Got to get through bloody December yet. But anyway, so I thought, well, mate, if that's the case, I will downgrade the cards in this so that I don't have to play Need for Speed Hop Shoot on them. I'll play more periods appropriate games on these Pentium 3s. That's the plan. The other thing I've got to bear in mind is I want to remove the FX 5700 from my other Aluminium 3, the beige one, the mid tower. Haven't given that a name yet either. I'm sticking with Black Beauty with this one at the moment, actually, because these cases, you put me onto this, Cassie. These cases are quite nice actually. For a cheap case, well, it's like $100 or something, free delivery. It's actually not bad. It looks nice. It's quite nice to build into. You don't get cut to shreds when you're building it. Yep. And the other thought I had was for a name was an Antics, up to Antics, not antique, Antics. Yeah. So the plan is pull the FX 5700, not tonight, but pull the FX 5700 from the Aluminium 3, pull the 5200 from this. Before I do that though, I'll do some benchmarking. Let me show you the benchmarking, the 99 results. See this song's pretty hard out, eh? Let me show you the benchmarking. I did 99 off camera, right? So it's not not really what we want, but oh yeah, do you reckon? Okay. What is that called? Aluminium. See you later. Yeah. And it's like full on bloody in your face. Look, I'm getting old now. I like things a little bit more quieter. Oh yeah. There's my benchmarks for the cards, the stack that you can see, pretty much those cards there. Where do I find those? I was thinking like Willie Nelson or something. Yep. I'd say see the Quadro actually does pretty well. Yeah, let me show you what that is. Where is it? This is my that's my SAD 4200, which I'm going to try on another machine. Not tonight, but that is a plan. Just do a bit of testing on that. So you guys will have way more ideas about more knowledge in general about all this, and I admit that. So the Quadro 2, I mean, I'm open to suggestions. Obviously that MX440, which I was finding for you. I think it's this one. I think the Quadro 2 might be lacking in RAM. I can't quite remember. That's the MX440, right? 8 times bloody AGP, 64 mega RAM. It should be running better than that, do you think? But what do I need to do? Could it be the bloody AGP slot? Do I need to check in the BIOS? you know. Oh, this one will? Right. Yep. Yep. So that's another reason I wanted to get some of these utilities that we talked about on Discord, just to check what, you know, be 100% sure what the bit rate is and things like that. Okay. The Quadro, one of them's got fecal RAM in it. That's the thing. Yeah, the Quadros. That could be an option, couldn't it? Because I mean, if the 440s, if it's a slow 440, why put in a slow 440? I mean, maybe I'll go for something. I've got that. I've got the GeForce 2 there as well, right? See that Asus V7100. In fact, I think that might be. Yeah. GeForce 4 MX 440. Oh yeah. 8 times 64 meg DDR TV out is pretty much what the stick on the back is telling me. Oh yeah. Well, there's a whole other area that I've never delved into. So, first of all, what I want to learn how to do is to inspect these cards properly. You know, figure out how many bits, all that, how much, you know, AGP, speed, things like that. Oh yeah. 3D raster marks. Geez, yeah, that MX 440 is pretty crap, isn't it? Yeah. So that Quadro, I mean, how does that sit in the timeline, if you know what I mean, regards versus GeForce 4 MX 440? Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? The Quadros earlier. I mean, that would make a perfect bloody period appropriate card, wouldn't it? That Quadro. Yeah, that sort of stuff needs to be worked out, eh? Whether that adding RAM will fix bus width and things like that. But yeah, I would like to explore overclocking, you know, some of these cards. Okay, next page. Game 1, 60 versus 48 frames. Oh, it's the Vanta that's got, the Vanta's only got 16 meg RAM. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And these are our other games here. Fill rate. The interesting thing here as well, do you reckon, yeah, I guess it could be a driver issue, but I'll try. There's an interesting thing that happens with this computer is it's all happy, everything's happy. You can swap out the FX 5200s, no worries. The GeForce 2, the Quadro, as soon as you go anywhere near it with the TNT2 or the, I think the Vanta, the computer will try and boot and then just resets, gets stuck in a boot loop. And I have to go in safe mode, rip the drivers out and put in the appropriate drivers for that, for the cards. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting that GeForce 2, isn't it? But have a look at the FX 5200s, right? There's one there. You see that one that's got underscore TM on it. That's one I bought off TradeMe. The other one is, and that's one I recapped. The other one with Boris on it is one I bought from Boris the Spider. Pretty sure it was Boris the Spider. FX 5200. Or hang on, yeah, either that or it could have been one I picked up somewhere else I've had for a while. But anyway, interesting that there are differences between the two FX 5200s as well. I mean, the GeForce 2 and the Quadro 2 are doing pretty well, eh? But I guess it's, yep. I'll do that. Yep. Yeah. No, that sounds like a good plan, Mev. Yes, yep. Well, no, because it's not period appropriate, Xeon. It's like, what is it, 2 generations ahead or something like that? I've also got these utilities here like CPU-Z, and this other one, hardware monitor. Yep. Right. Yeah. Oh, well, I do really want to keep it period accurate. As I say, I'll have a Pentium 4 build that I'll be using for certain things, and I can drag that out if I want to, you know. I don't even know if these are pretty much what I got, I think. Yeah. None of these cards have given me grief, so that's not really an issue. There is a card in here that's only got 16 mega RAM. That's obviously going to be a no-go. But I'll whack the 440 in and we'll have a wee look at the driver and things like that. Oh yeah, yeah. So that is the FX 5200. GeForce War 8 times. I'm not sure exactly what this DFI board's capable of. I think we can probably tell if we're going to the BIOS, can't we? I know what's nerfed is the bloody fan on it's nerfed, that's for sure. It's making a horrendous noise. Now I'm not 100% sure I've done all the appropriate tuning here, but video RAM cacheable, is that? Oh, you can't see it. BX, yeah, BX. Yeah, I know it is. It is busted. I haven't spent enough time dicking around with the settings. So many settings. I would like to get it pixel perfect, but I mean, I think you have to do that for every single resolution you come across, right? Yeah, I know. Yep. Yeah, I don't understand it all well enough to be dicking around with it. To be totally honest, I'll have to sit down and put some time into, you know, learning the device properly and whatnot. And I really just got to the point where I can see the bloody thing on the screen. So yeah, good to be with it. Is that because of the capture? I couldn't tell you. So that's my setup there. I've worked out how to do the back porch and the active and all that sort of thing on here. So that's pretty easy. But this, getting all the scaling 100% perfect with all the pixels to look exactly as you'd expect to see them is, I don't know, I have to have a play. See my back porch there probably needs just a little adjustment there, but you know, it's just cutting off the start, the first letter. The model number that I can see on a sticker on the back, GeForce 4 MX440 8x64 MB DDR TV-out, then there's a colon, looks like a serial number or a whole bunch of letters and numbers. There doesn't appear to be anything on the PCB on that side. I'd have to remove the card, but maybe we could, yep. The other option is, we can use one of these utilities, can't we, to actually interrogate the card. That's what I'd like to do. I'll just grab a photo of it. I'll whack it up on the general Discord. Yeah, GPU's there, got that. I haven't checked all through Discord today, Mev, but didn't see any sign of Simon. Has he turned up yet? I've just put it into general, okay? It's making its way there. It's there now. If you want to have a close look at that. Here we go. I thought this had, did I grab the wrong one? GPUZ. Yeah, I remember we were talking about it on Discord. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one there. And the other question is, there's the one for retro computers. Operating systems, it says Windows 64-bit. We'll give it a whirl, eh? Hmm. Yeah, maybe my one varies on the side of shit bags, eh? God, this is... Yeah, yeah. So, not supported this version of Windows. Thought that might be the case. I need to find... Yeah, yeah. If we have a look at the driver, right? Do you think... This turns up from time to time as well. I don't think it's going to affect it. Driver is 2005. Yeah. But I don't, yeah, I just don't. Wouldn't think that would have any effect on it, being Firewire. So, yeah. I wonder if there's a better driver for that. It's running, what's that version? It is 81, like, where did I put it? .98. That, I'm pretty sure, is the driver that is being used. But when the system doesn't boot, when I put in those other cards, the ones that stop it from booting, I have to uninstall the drivers and I have to go back to this driver here, 45.23. It's an older version. Yeah. 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 Do you reckon I should try that one and see how it goes? What date was it? 2025. 2025. 2005. 2005. It'll be the 10th of the 12th, right? Yeah. Yeah. I do have trouble with this though. I can't uninstall it. NVIDIA display driver. Safe mode doesn't help. I wonder if I have to disable this control panel here. Yeah. Yeah, handy, eh? Yep. Tried uninstalling the safe mode. Doesn't work. What if I just point the driver to, if I specify location, you mean remove this driver here Yeah. Yeah, that's one way of doing it, isn't it? Right, put my drink bottle down somewhere. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I put it in here. It's never as tidy as yours, Katsunomi. (2003). The file being copied is older, so I want to choose no to that. Yeah, I'm just so impressed with the way you've got everything laid out. It's all tidy. The problem I've got is I'm kind of like copying stuff back and forward through bloody USB, so it gets, yeah, I reckon choose no as well. So it gets a bit unruly, but I'm going to look into some sort of NAS. I like that system you've got there, Cassie, with the NAS. I don't have a NAS, but I'm wondering if I can just build something with a Raspberry Pi. As long as it supports retro computers, right? And even like chuck an FTP server on it and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'd like to do. FTP and SMB1. I'm sure there'll be a way of doing it with the bloody Pi. I've got Pis hanging around doing nothing. Yeah. We probably chucked out bloody, plenty of that sort of stuff, years ago. It's like, ugh. When am I ever going to use this, eh? Just like, chuck it. Yeah, this is potential issue where it just hangs like this. Oh no, here we go. Just give it some time. Oh wow, you got a 480. Oh yeah, that's cool. Two 2003, 28th of 7th. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be a bit miffed if that 4200 doesn't run. But anyway, let's do a 99 test for comparison, right? Yeah, yeah, it's possible. As you say, you know that the BIOS, the old bit rot that we've been talking about, hey, might be able to flash it. Yeah. As far as the short goes, I measured between the positive and the negative on a cap, and there was definitely resistance there, but that was the only test I did. I didn't track down what the pinouts are on the card edge or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I tried that, Mev. So what happens if I put the? I get the same issue, same result exactly. If I put the PCI card in alongside it, it just fails to post. I wonder if I have to force it to not use AGP. Yeah, that's the one. I was just thinking that as, yeah, I should try that, shouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It just dawned on me that that's what I should have done. Yep, I will do that. We'll give that a bash tonight, eh? Did you see that? I picked up that AMD chip Athlon for Labour weekend. So I was heading to a show in Collingwood. It's a quilt show. I normally set up a merchant stand at the quilt show. So because I sell sewing machines and repair them, and it's my target market. I attend the quilt shows, and on the way over, I was on the way to Collingwood. I stopped in Takaka for lunch, and there's a computer store there, and I just went in and said, basically told them what we do as a community, and if they've got any sort of beige boxes, blimmin' CRTs, old computers, bits and pieces, and he said, no, we don't have anything at the moment. They take it all to the e-waste over in Nelson, I think. And I was wondering if I could sort of maybe intercept it before it got there. Anyway, he said, I'll tell you what I do have. He went out the back and he grabbed that. I posted a picture of it on Discord. AMD Athlon chip, dragged it out of a box of bits and old RAM and stuff like that. I think the RAM might have been more modern stuff, but that was the only old thing he had. Speaking of AMDs. So, and I offered him something for it and he wouldn't take anything. And he took my card and said, I'll give you a ring if I come across anything. So, and Takaka it's only an hour's drive from Mott, and so if he does have anything, I've got customers over there. I've got industrial customers there. They upholsterers and people like that, and they've got industrial machines that can't be moved easily. So I go on site visits for them. There's another place over there that makes they make teepees and yurts. They make yurts. It's Golden Bay, right? And so I get over there quite a bit. So I mean, if he has anything, I can always just swing by and grab it while I'm over there working. It's pretty handy. Hey, it's better. Yeah. That's what you need. Intercept it before it gets to e-waste. Look at that. It's better. I'll just call this old driver or something like that, just so I can differentiate it. Picked up 1,000. It's not bad, is it? If I put it up, can I move it up to there? No. No. It's still shit though, eh? It's better. Pays to check your driver, eh? Yeah. That is a problem. Fighting the New Zealand audience for it. Scrapping over. Yeah. Anyway, that's not bad. Okay, so we know it's not a great card. While I'm here though, I should run 2001. Do I have it installed? That's the other question. I don't know if I do. No. Speaking of that bloody show, oh man, what a weekend. It pissed down the whole time. got to Collingwood, set up on the Friday night. Doesn't take long. It's about an hour and a half to set up on the Friday afternoon. And then to get ready for the show on Saturday. And Saturday, it pissed down. Really pissed down. The road closed between Tākeka and Collingwood, so that cut off half of the people that were, well, a big portion of people that were going to attend the show. So it was a bit quiet. Sitting in this friggin' hall with no heat. They couldn't put any heaters on because they'd set fire to all the bloody quilts. Because they were like wall-mounted element heaters, you know. And so it was raining miserable. It was like a friggin' fridge in this hall. I was sitting there. I actually took some work over with me to sort of make it semi-productive so I could work away on the bench there. But yeah, that was all right. Went to the pub Saturday night, ordered this meal from the pub. It was a fisherman's basket or something like that. And I don't know why I did it. I think it was because I'd had too many beers. It looked appealing on the just seeing fisherman's basket, deep fried goodness, you know. And I'm surprised I ordered the fishy stuff because the year before my mother got and her mate got food poisoning from the fish. Not bad. And this lot arrived, this big pile of bloody food arrived, and it was all greasy, really, really greasy. It was terrible. And I was sort of just starting my way through it, you know, and then my other half, she's sitting beside me going, oh, I wouldn't eat that, it's too greasy, you know. It was just horrible. Anyway, I had to go there was an oyster in there, and I was like, oh, it was all weird texture and all that. I mean, they have a bit of a weird texture anyway, but she actually got the oyster, pulled the batter off it, and the oyster was green. It was like oozy oozy green goo, and I was like I'd had a couple of beers, as I say, and I was like, oh yeah, just about made me sick. And so we actually took the meal back because it was one of the most expensive meals on the ticket, you know. And she took it back, and they were like apologetic. They gave me some money back because I actually ate the chips and stuff. It was and I thought, oh, it should be all right, you know. We carried on. The rugby was on, and it was bloody hilarious watching the locals. I guess I'll just run this story as is. Just watching the locals and that, and pissed people. When there was a 21st, they had like a dress up, 80s style dress up. It was entertaining. And we watched the rugby, All Blacks versus Japan and that, and having a few beers, and everything's all good. Next day was fine until about an hour before the show was to wrap up. I've been sitting in this cold hall all day, and about an hour before, I was looking down the hall at this lovely sunshine coming in through a window right down the other end of the hall. I was like dreaming of sitting in the sun, and then I started to get like these cold chills, and I was like, oh fuck. And I went down, left the show at 4 o'clock and went down because my mum and some of her mates were staying in the camping ground in a cabin down there. Went down there and took a few beers down, and it sort of had pre-dinner nibbles and that, you know, and I was just like starting to get the shivers and couldn't warm up, and then I had to go home, so we went home back to our motel, and I just crawled into bed and just watched TV, feeling a bit off. And one of the other things that potentially could have caused issues is the fact that for some reason I was off my normal routine, and I didn't drink much water that day. I think I got a bit dehydrated, so yeah, I wasn't feeling too well. Anyway, I had a good sleep that night. I felt better the next day. But it wasn't until I got home, I think it was like the Tuesday or the Wednesday or something like that. Yeah, guts was not 100%. So it was an interesting weekend. Floods, cold, wet. Phone died. Went for a walk on Saturday morning in the rain, and I've got a nice jacket, waterproof jacket, but I must have left just the pocket. Rain somehow got into the pocket. Normally it folds over, you know, but somehow I fucked it up. Hello, Alice. And so phone died, so I had no phone all weekend. No internet in the hall because there's no Wi-Fi. You gonna say hello? Let me swing the camera. It will. Alice. You play. Play for the camera. Except they can't see it. Hang on. Now she's going to stop. She's got big A.
I'm planning to go bathe. Of course.
Oh. Shite.
Oh, Alice, that wasn't very good.
Oof. Yeah. Assault of the jerkimals. Ooh, smooth. This benchmark takes a little while, doesn't it? I guess that's because it's working a bit harder, right? So GPUZ, an old version is what I need to find. Oldversions.com. Unfortunately, even super old GPU-Z versions don't work on Windows 98. Maybe, is it? Yeah, the new one doesn't even run on this OS. So. Let me see. .32-bit. The operating systems, it says Windows. And then underneath that says Windows 64-bit. So it's almost, it's not actually all that clear. It's a little bit ambiguous. Ah, yes. Yep, so that's what I was looking at. And I'm just reading something here. It says, yeah, even super old GPU-Z versions don't work on 98. This is Vogon's. Oh, what? No results browser. Oh, crap. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like there's a separate results browser to download, which I don't have. The other thing to consider is that I'm not even 100% sure this board supports 8 times AGP. So do you just manually yeah. I was just wondering if, you know, maybe that might go a lot better in my other system, eh? Yeah. Sext-based terms. Oh, I have to allow that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ah, okay. Marketing wank, yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Spreadsheet. Well, I've got publisher. Oh, look, I've even got Excel. I'd say just put the motherboard in there at least, just so that if I transfer it anywhere. Okay. Let's see if we can kick this for 4200 into life, eh? Oh, why did I do that? Restart. Actually, I do want to restart because oh yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I want to set the, where do we do that? The default, what it's going to boot up with AGP. Not in there, is it? That's it right there. PCI slot. Oh, you know, the interesting thing with this board is that if I remove all of the graphics cards from it, it still boots. You can hear it, it accesses, you know, you can hear the floppy drive seeking, you hear that beep, and then the machine's booting, although you can't see anything obviously because there's no graphics card. But I think it was Evil C mentioned that potentially this board might have had onboard graphics, an onboard graphics option, and so we were sort of wondering whether, you know, maybe it still sort of thinks there might be an onboard graphic option. Let's just make sure that this boots with this card in it, which I'm pretty sure it will because I've had it booting before. It is an S3 Vision 868 PCI. We should benchmark that. Okay. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's going to boot, no problem, because I don't think there's much point double checking that. Here's the crusty 4200. All shiny. Oh yep, I've got video. This is through the, this is outputting through the PCI. Let's see whether we can actually see this other card, eh? Need to find myself a PCI 486, eh? And find one of these fancy bloody fast 486 CPUs. Oh, it's detecting the card. Did you see that? Yep. Bear in mind that, there we go, look, TI 4200. Bear in mind that I get no output on the AGP card. But you know what? I'm actually tempted to... I'll show you the BIOS settings anyway. Do you think maybe... Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Interesting. What's involved in... Is it something that I could attack tonight, or is it a... Considering I've never done it, I mean, I don't want to sort of spend too much time looking for tools and things like that either. Oh yeah. Just going to try something, because now I get beeps, right? Which before had no beeps. That I didn't get before. I couldn't turn the machine off either. As soon as I had this card anywhere near it, I couldn't turn the machine off. You know. It's definitely changed its behaviour. Got a black and white BIOS screen there. No beeping this time. Yeah. Shall I try no beeping this time? I mean, who knows? You know, it's worth a try, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So this is what it was doing originally. Okay. So power button does nothing. I have to hold it in. I'll get you that. I'll just pull this card for a second. We'll set that BIOS back. Yeah, okay. I'll just reset that BIOS setting back and then I'll whack the card back in. Windows is seeing it though, eh? Yeah. Yeah. That's seeing the PCI one, isn't it? The display controller there. Yeah. Yeah. So NV flash. You might have to give me a hand here because right. Could I end up flashing the wrong thing onto it? Will it allow that? She's locked up, is it? Yeah. A 250 64 meg win fast, but this is locked. That's pain in the ass. Maybe I should have flashed it while I had the chance before. Oh yeah, sounds good. I will find NV flash. Oh yeah. $64-bit, no. This is the Linux version of NV Flash. I want the old version, please. There's a DOS version of NV Flash apparently. Is that what we want to be doing? NV Flash DOS? Oh yeah, nice. Kelsey, it looks like NV Flash I'll have to use in DOS, yeah? Yeah. You don't happen to have that handy, do you? That you could send with the file, with the backup that you're going to do. Cool, thanks.
Welcome to Satnet.
Do you reckon 3D Mark 99 will run? Let's see. Let's see. No. Of course not.
Cybernet overload.
Oh, I think I've got it. NVIDIA NV Flash, sorry, 5.821.0. Oh yeah. And it looks like a, oh actually, no, that's a Linux. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is a, I just saw the black screen with the white writing. It looks like a DOS one, but the image is very small. It's actually a Linux screenshot. 5.18 maybe. Let's see. .18. It says Windows 2000, XP 2003, x64. Oh, it's a Windows version only. Getting closer, I think. Maybe I could benchmark some more of these cards, eh? Just in the meantime. Oh no. Maybe I'll have a better look online. I'm not sure I can find it though. Oh, is that the one yeah, this one. This is the one that I bought on Trade Me, along with the 4200. It is an FX 5200. Recat works well. Couldn't believe the caps, they weren't even registering on the meter. The ESR meter was just like sitting there waiting, saying, please connect component. Now I've got a couple of these 5200s to try. Benchmark them just for science, eh? What would be interesting, considering this is running an older driver, is I wonder how it compares if I'll just run 99 on here. I'm curious, because you know the older driver made a difference with that 440. Why is my capture? wrong with my capture? That's weird. Have I got the right? Ah, didn't like, for some reason it didn't like that first test. Capture. It's weird. Oh, there we go. Yep. Seen it. I was home late last night. That's why I didn't do this last night. Oh, it's my first stream as a Twitch affiliate as well. Managed to make affiliate status yesterday. It was the average concurrent viewer count that was holding me back. I had the followers. I think I had like 53 followers. Yeah, but it was that average concurrent viewer number was just hanging down. It needed to be 3. It was just at like 2.8. Yeah, don't know, to be honest, Cassie. I thought I had. It made me enabled multi-factor authentication, which I've done. I haven't looked at it very closely, to be honest. I'm not even sure I want to take subs. I'm undecided. Mainly because I don't really want to feel like I'm pressured to create content. I don't think I'll have any problems not feeling like or not being able to have anything to create content on, because this hobby is so deep, you know, as you know. I mean, you just touch one little thing and it's like this massive rabbit hole. And I'm getting into stuff that I've never really done before, you know, like sort of what we're doing tonight with potentially with NV Flash, things like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that was my train of thought originally, was don't ask for subs, won't feel pressured or anything like that. But I think I'll probably create enough content to satisfy people that might be wanting to subscribe, I would hope. The reason... Oh no. let's save this, compare it. So this is the FX 5200 Trade Me. With the older driver. But one thing that makes me think of taking a sub is the amount of money that I've spent to enable me to do this, and it is a hobby, so I don't mind spending a bit of money on it, you know, like the OSSC and the capture and things like that. But I am looking to buy a microphone. I'm looking at because I mean this clip-on wireless one's great, but the problem is that you've constantly got to worry about the battery life. It's not a huge deal, but just the odd time it catches me out where I've forgotten to bloody charge either the receiver or the microphone itself here, this end, the sender, and can be a bit of a pain. And I'm sort of wondering, just a nice, I was thinking about the what's the brand, it'll come to me, Audio Technica. Apparently he's got quite a good review. So what do we get? Oh, so okay, it's performing worse with the older driver. Interesting though. By 5,582 versus 6,063. Oh yeah, what's the one I'm looking at getting? And so I just thought, you know, to sort of just help pay for those bits and pieces, maybe I should take subs. I'm just, you know, I'm not 100% sure at this stage. As I say, I just put this down to a hobby, and you know, hobbies cost money. I enjoy the hobby, I can tell you. The streaming is, I'm finding, surprisingly rewarding. When I say surprisingly, I just didn't know really whether I could do it that well, and I don't do it that well necessarily, but I enjoy it. I get you guys coming along. It's quite nice to be part of the community, actually. It surprised me how much I do enjoy doing it. I was sort of almost worried I might not have the content to supply, but man, as I said before, that's just this, you know, the whole retro PC thing, or the whole retro computing thing is just a huge bloody rabbit hole. There's so many different rabbit holes. There's certainly no shortage of content that I feel as though I can create, so. Okay, that's good. So the old driver was better for the MX440, but not better for the FX 5200. yeah, don't go to too much trouble, Cassie. If if you want to do it some other time, it's no worries. I'm in no huge hurry, but appreciate it if you do want to do it. But as I say, don't, do it in your leisure, I think is what I'm trying to say, if you want to. That one's tested. Oh, hang on a minute. I jumped the gun a bit there. I want to run it through the... Oh, hang on a second. I've got the old driver on there. With the old driver, I think I should run through the G-force. Just need to keep track of what I've actually benchmarked here. That one. The G-force 4 MX 440. That one's done with the old driver. I've got another 5200 here. Might as well just... Oh, I need to put the new driver on to do that one, so I won't do that right now. It's that one. TNT2. These are the ones that tend to upset the system. But thanks anyway. I haven't caught up with your latest streams yet either, Cassie. The phone went nuts today. It was just like I didn't have time to sit and work and watch one of your VODs, but I'm curious to see how you got on with your setup for December. Yeah, this might be one of the things it does. Sits there with a bloody flashing cursor. It's easy enough to fix. I basically just have to go in and put all the drivers out in safe mode. It doesn't like these GeForce 2 TNT2 cards much. not sure I need to remove the S3, but I think basically everything else. Oh, okay. How's that? Oh, yeah. Oh, awesome. Cheers. I've got DOS boot disks, if that's any help. Oh, is this going to do it? Do I have to remove literally everything, that bloody S3 driver? Crap. I wonder when it redetects the card whether I just choose no and, you know, install the appropriate driver for it. Yeah, thanks. That's easy enough. I'll can do that. Yeah. Yeah. TNT2. I thought this would work actually with this older driver. Maybe just having that S3 one there might have upset it. I don't know, let's try again, I guess. Not handy. Yeah, it's Harley music, it's called. Best part of the game, yeah. I've never seen it. Road to Sturgis. I'm trying the latest driver. Yeah, so this is what it does with the latest driver on. It just turns the computer off. Yeah, that'd be bloody right, wouldn't it? It's like when you tidy up, eh? People see. It's kind of like when the place is a mess, you find everything. As soon as you tidy up, it's like you can't friggin' find anything. I have had these cards working. Normally just removing the driver works, but for some reason it's being an ass. If I can't kick these into life soon, I will just carry on with other cards. Oh, okay. Huh. My bloody Pentium 1 has got onboard IDE and floppy controllers, and the bloody floppy controller's dead. Right, so this has got the 2003 driver normally that is happy. I wonder if there's other drivers available here. Oh, I saw you talking about that. Pretty sure that's the driver I've got on there. What if I just run the setup? Now, what's this microphone I'm looking at? Model number. It is an ATR 2100. And what have you got? The 2020X. Yeah, so it's probably similar. PB Tech got them at 172 bucks with a little stand and a holder, and looks like a XLR cable. Oh, fuck. Bloody thing's doing it again. Why? I've had these cards running. Oh, it'd be good if you can get your Voodoo 2 running, man. That would be awesome. Right. Come back to that one. Pretty sure it's gonna have a similar issue with the other. What else have we got? Another. What's that one? That's a TNT2. It's probably gonna be the same scenario with that one too, I think. Is it seriously just going to sit there? Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, it's getting further, this one. Go figure. What do you reckon potentially would be the fix for that one, Evil C? Do you think it's pads, or did you mention a broken leg, potentially a broken leg or something, a broken pin? Because yeah, man, it looks fiddly. Thank you, sir. Right, let's run a 2001 3D mark on this turd. We might not be running many colours here though. I should probably be doing Quake and bloody, yeah, Quake benchmarks too, shouldn't I? Want to yeah, I know what that's like. It's kind of, I've done a few recaps of Amigas and whatnot, and I was getting on a roll with them quite a while back, and I revisited it after not having done it for a while, and I just felt like I wasn't quite up to scratch with it. You know, it's one of those things you almost need to keep your hand in on. Yeah, it's kind of can get a bit scary sometimes. Yeah, that looks tough. This is a Reaver TNT2. Yeah. Yeah, I know. For science. Herding it for science. It's like bloody animal testing, isn't it? Oh yeah, CPU. The heat sink's getting pretty warm. Yeah, yeah. Make it work for its money. $662. Oh, I've got a little bit of static going on. I don't normally charge up static in here. Vanta 16 meg. I mean, no. I'm not even going to benchmark that in 201. What about the 7100 GeForce 2 MX? Let's give this a whirl. And we've got the Quadro to try yet as well. 2001. I'm still trying to get bloody download this friggin' utility. NV Flash 5.13. Extreme overclocking. Let's try that. There, I've got it. NV Flash. Right, floppy. Right, this is on floppy here. I've got the NV Flash, and I've got that file that Carcinomi sent through, which is a backup from his card. The only thing is that this doesn't mention anything to do with LE, Cassie. Do you think there's a risk that I could be putting an LE BIOS on a non-LE, or am I talking crap? I don't know. Yeah. So yes, it does actually. It does have LE on it, so it is the right one. So you must have the identical card, yeah? WinFast A250 LE 64 meg. It's got Sanyo caps on it, 105 degree through hole caps. Can't imagine that they would be dodgy, eh? The SMD caps, they look fine. There's no bulging. Interesting heatsink arrangement, hey? It's got like RAM. I reckon my camera's got a big smudge on the front of it. It's got the heatsink over the RAM as well on the back. There's a big smudge on my bloody camera screen. Yep, there's a big smudge. Yeah, flashing time. Be interesting to see if I can get a backup out of it. Hey, how far through are we here? Oh, I'll just can this. Can I can it? I certainly can, I think. Just reset. That'll do me. GeForce 2, you can come back later. Yeah, I imagine that'll be the case. Actually, want to do that just yet. Shit, she's warm. To reset that BIOS setting. I don't have to, I don't actually have to do this, do I? Because I'm just going to boot into DOS, right? Anyway. Well, this will be a first for me. Aye. Oh, you're not going to boot, you little... You're not going to boot off my floppy disk. Why, you bastard. Oh. It's locked up. Why is it not booting off my floppy disk? Doop, doop, doop. Can I get any of these? Maybe it's just a bad floppy. We've got an MS-DOS startup disk. Doop, 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 doop. Maybe I've got a bad floppy drive. I can soon sort that out. I've probably not even used the floppy on this machine. Truth be told. was short. Oh, hello Raiders. Thank you very much. Video game ending database for the raid. My name's The Huck. I delve into all sorts of retro stuff. At the moment I'm attempting to recover an AGP graphics card that I bought recently in this lovely Pentium 3. And so, yeah, just need to boot from floppy disk. Hello there in Italy. How's it all going? Yeah, so I needed to boot from floppy because I'm running a utility to try and flash the BIOS. Oh yes, lovely. Lovely pizza. Lamborghinis. Right, so hooked it all up. Yeah, I don't understand Italian, but I can see CRT there. Yes, it's a ViewSonic E70FB CRT. So basically I've got a dead, oh thanks for the follow. I've got a dead 4200 AGP. So I'm running this system with a PCI card alongside the AGP card, hoping that we can flash do some flash. Wrong keyboard, dude. So we're wondering whether we've got some bit rot. So hopefully I've just had I've just had Kasnomi send me this bin file here. Now I don't know, this is the first time I've used this, so I'm going to have to work out what the syntax is. NV flash -- save and give it a file name. Is that right, Cassie? Look right to you? -- save. I know it's basically saving potentially a bad. Oh, yeah, okay. List. that's seeing it. Hey. Yeah. Do I literally just NV flash minus save for a start, and then just give it a, I don't know, backup .bin or something like that? Yeah. Just wondering if, I mean, I can't do any harm here, can I? Yeah, we'll see what happens, eh? I don't need to unprotect or anything like that. Floppy lights on. Floppy light is on. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yes. That seems to be taking a long time, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. It is saving to floppy, but I just can't. I can't hear any activity. Yeah. That's a good point. 64K, okay. Not looking too promising, eh? No. Do you think it's worth... Do you think it's worth just going over the top? No, I don't. No, I don't. I do. My other computer is tempted to drag the other computer out. Do you reckon just try it over the top? As you say, I don't have much to lose. But that's not happy, eh? Oh yeah. Yeah. I can drag the other computer out. Yeah. That's gone out to lunch. I must have a bad floppy drive. That black one must be a bad drive. It's a bugger. It didn't even attempt to write the bin file out, did it? Well, maybe it attempted to, but it didn't register anything. This drive's fine. This other one that I've got here is fine. I use this drive all the time. So I guess I literally just type in the bin file name after the, yep, update firmware, okay. Wish me luck. Got your fingers crossed? Firmware image file name must have a .rom or a .nvr extension. I mean, I wouldn't just rename the file, surely. Rename it, give it a go. Ah, good point. Good point. Yeah. $64K shouldn't take long, eh? Yeah, again, it didn't attempt to packet anything there. How long do you think this should take, Kelsey? I can't hear any disk activity. $30. You'd expect your floppy disk drive to be going, you know, drop, 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 wouldn't you? I mean, it did when it was loading the file, you know, loading the program, but do I drag out the other computer? Not sure I'm really up for that tonight, actually. But what I could do is drag it out tomorrow and have another bash at it in the other computer. Who knows, it might even work in that other computer for all I know. But yeah, this is definitely not happy. It's not being picked up there either, is it? And it's locking the computer just here. Maybe any sort of calls to you know, that section of the BIOS or whatever you want to call it is just balking it. Yeah. I'm just doing that thing, you know, where it's wishful thinking. Yeah. Yep. I will tomorrow pull out my other machine. Let me just see how easy it is to get to. Might not be as hard as I think. How much junk have I got on top of it? That's the question. Yeah. I think it might be a tomorrow problem. Yeah. Computer's buried away in here. In the meantime, just to fill out the rest of the stream for a bit here, I'm going to put on my wishful thinking hat and see confirm that we've got nothing here. Nope. Nothing. Cool. Oh, thanks, Cassie. Appreciate the help too. Might catch you tomorrow at some stage. Have a good sleep. Yeah, that's not going to go. I might just whack through one more benchmark and call it for the night, I think, soon. Curious about this Quadro. See how that goes. Yep, I'm one of them too. Apparently. I don't know how bloody Alice puts up with it. I know Andrea can't. Don't blame her. Bloody hell. Apparently it's like a friggin' freight train coming right through the room. Oh, it's got the latest driver on it, that's good. Okay. Let's just run this 2001 3D Mark on this little Quadro. See how she goes. faster than a Ferrari and more reliable. It's a bit rude, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember you used to play that quite a bit, didn't you? When you were younger. Just doing some benchmarking. Got a few different cards. I was trying to recover a dead card, Matt, and it was, yeah, still haven't managed to recover it yet. It's a work in progress. It's kind of like a dead BIOS. So what we try to do is boot the machine with a working card and the dead card side by side, and then try and flash the BIOS, you know, from there. So basically using the computer to flash the BIOS in situ, as such. But it didn't work. I'm going to try it on another computer, maybe tomorrow. It's not that bad. Basically just I just had to boot from a DOS floppy disk, and it's command line, but it's real simple command line stuff. Yeah, it's not too bad once you know how. I get plenty of help on this, on these streams from, you know, like the guys that have done it already before. Yeah, so it's good. So I'm building, I've built, this is my Pentium 3, one of them. My other Pentium 3's down, so down on the floor. These are kind of early 2000s era, like 2000, 2001, I think. And I'm just making sure that I'm putting period appropriate graphics cards in them, not anything that's going to be too fast, you know, or anything that's going to be too slow. But sort of within cooey of period appropriate, like maybe, let's say the CPU's dated, for instance, 2001, maybe, you know, working in a 2002 card would be okay, because it's it would have been a valid upgrade at the time. I just want to try and have my computers reasonably period appropriate. I mean, the case is not, right, because it's not beige, but you know. So that's the plan. And so the original idea was to get a Pentium 3 to run bloody Need for Speed hop shoot. It's the same, exactly the same version as we had on the Xbox, if you remember that. But Need for Speed hop shoot 2, I think it is like years ahead of this computer. Maybe a few years ahead of when this computer was released, so a game like that's really going to stress it out. And so I had fancy graphics cards in them to make that game run, but the cards weren't period appropriate, and so I'm pulling them out, and I'm going to build a Pentium 4, which is probably more period appropriate for that game, to sort of cover that period. I think Pentium 4 was it like 2003? When was Pentium 4 around? It was Launch 2000 actually. Yeah, already told him that. 2000, so launch 2000, discontinued 2007. So P4 is definitely right in the sweet spot for a Need for Speed hop shoot, and so that'll be a new build. I'm hoping that the Pentium 4 that I bought, I didn't actually buy it for the Pentium 4. I bought it for the case because it's a massive tower, and it just happened to have a Pentium 4 in it. So I'm actually thinking that I might just keep it as it is, apart from the graphics card that's in it, because that's toast, I think. Two, 3, 4, 4. I think it's just called Quattro MX, something like that. Command and Conquer Generals on this is not really all that playable at a reasonable resolution. Quake 3 Arena runs really nicely. Railroad Tycoon it just eats Railroad Tycoon because, you know, there's not much going on there. That's the one there, Need for Speed Hop Suit 2. I had that was running smooth as butter with the, I had a FX 5200 in it, so it's like a 2002 era, maybe even later. I can't remember the exact dates, but yeah, it just ate up Need for Speed. But yeah, I think I'm going to head off to bed. It's getting a bit late, and maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure whether I'll stream tomorrow or not. We'll see how I go. If I do, well, the next stream will be probably just trying that 4200 in the other Pentium 3 to see whether, who knows, it might even work in it. If it doesn't, then I'll have another go at flashing that BIOS in it, or ROM, or whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, you were playing tonight too, weren't you? How'd it go? Barotrauma. It's it's, what is it? It's a, would you call it, kind of like adventure in a way, Matt? What's primary? Did he? Oh no. Basically, you're in control of a submarine. Well, you're a part of a crew of a submarine, and you go exploring, doing missions, things like that. You collect resources. You can build things like logic gates and whatnot to make machinery, switches, and all this sort of other stuff. You're fighting off enemies. You're keeping your ship in order. So I think it's nuclear powered. Potential. So there's potential for issues there. Yeah, that's the one. Just exploring underwater, obviously, because it's a submarine. exploring inner space. Matt would be able to explain it better than what I can. I've only seen it a little bit. Oh no. (2D), yeah. It's like a side-on view. 2D. Wolfenstein runs quite well on this too. Actually, Mr. Bogan, I think you've played a bit of Wolfenstein by the sounds of it, judging by some of the hints that you were giving Carsinomi when he was playing it. That's actually quite a nice little card, that Quadro. If we have a look at the results browser, yeah, see the Quadros is doing pretty well. And I think Mavanki mentioned that it'd be a good one to overclock. If I put a decent heatsink and fan on it, I could overclock it and possibly even, don't know whether I can chuck more RAM at it. Oh yeah. Yeah, diagnostic card, pretty handy to have. Well, it's been a good stream. Had a little raid. A few Italians turned up. Good to see. Yeah, but I'm going to call it. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's stream if I have the energy to do it. Cool. Alright, let's see if there's anyone we can raid here, eh? Good night, Matt. We'll catch you in the week at some stage, eh? Ever since so now Twitch is telling me that my browser is not currently supported from here. It keeps signing me out for some reason since I've put, you know, because when you become an affiliate they require you to enable two-factor authentication. Oh, there we go. I'm back on here. Okie dokie. We've got the Brownmeister. He is playing Doom 2. Hell on Earth. Yeah, well, I would assume so. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure actually how to do it, let alone, you know, I haven't looked into it, to be honest. I've got to set up, I'm thinking about setting up, you know, for subscriptions. Not 100% sure at this stage. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how the VIP works. I mean, is that something that I choose to make someone a VIP? Like, and can I just go, well, because, you know, I would consider you to be a VIP as well. You know, can I just go, I'll make all three of you bloody VIPs? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to look into that because I'm, you know, I don't know what's involved. Twitch stalker. I've just realised that my noise cancellation's off. Yeah. Oh, why's that? Oh, okay. Mate, oh, I could just make everyone VIP. What about that? Everyone gets a prize. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Could be something to look into, but yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Everyone gets a participation certificate. Righto, guys. Oh, invalid name. Oh, it's the Brown Meister. Alrighty. Yep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you maybe tomorrow night. Not sure. See how we go. See you later. Cheers.